Hi Pisces, this is going to be your reading from September the 1st to the 15th. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder that these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. So I'm going to do what I've kind of been doing for the last little while. I'm going to do an angel oracle guide to start us off, and then move into traditional tarot and back to oracle at the end. So, your angel guide oracle card today is composure. Take time to gather your thoughts and energy because there's a good chance that you're experiencing a buildup of frustration and annoyance at this time. You are a passionate, loving, and joyful being, but at the same time, you don't want to be taken granted or underestimated. The warrior within you wants to rise up and fight, or at least prove your skills, talents, and worth. But drawing this card indicates that right now you're not going to be respected or heard in the way that you deserve. The angel wisdom is guiding you to retreat, reflect, and compose yourself before proceeding further. So take time to ask your angels and guides to help you compose your thoughts and energies. Know that the divine hand of God is upon the situation and everyone involved. There's no need to worry about anyone's karma but your own. Just retreat where you'll regain your composure. Ooh, so it might sound like, again, we'll see with the traditional tarot here, but it might sound like someone is getting on your nerves here a little bit, or causing you a lot of frustration. Also, could be yourself as well. I'm just going to pull one more card. Okay, interesting. Just feeling the energy that I'm feeling right now. I don't know why, Pisces, but I'm getting this kind of, I don't know why I'm getting the image of like a sword, but a sword up, almost like a defense stance. Maybe there's an area in life right now where you have to kind of stand up for yourself here. But I'm getting that kind of defense, but it's funny because I'm just getting someone's face of being a little bit nervous, or being like, you know, that energy of being like almost like you're like going to cry, but then you're just like, no, but I'm fighting through it, and I'm taking my stance on this. And this is kind of the energy that I'm feeling with you right now, or that's going to be in your energy of these 2 weeks here. Maybe you feel like people are kind of attacking you, or you're feeling like, again, there's some energy coming at you here where you have to feel like you kind of have to put the sword out to kind of defend yourself here. It's interesting, I'm getting that image. I don't have any swords on the ground here, like on the read yet, but I'll go through the cards and what we do have. So we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here, Pisces. And when it's in reverse, it says maybe the wheel or things aren't really spinning in our favor right now. It means that there might be some downturns, there might be some news that you get that's maybe not great. Again, don't worry about it too much here, because I feel like whatever is not working out for you, whatever is crumbling here for you, is something that is not really meant for you. We do have the Hierophant in reverse here, which is this kind of rebellious energy. So maybe you are feeling like very rebellious right now, or want to act against something, act against what you've kind of been doing recently. Maybe you are this kind of natural rebellion of a person, and you're like realizing, whoa, this is kind of more me. I need to be kind of more of this free spirit here. That's in myself, just kind of, I don't know, naturally just want to rebel against things here. I'm just feeling more about this rebellion. Just watch the sense about yourself about this rebellion. I think because the full moon, I mean, it's happening tonight, might be kind of it feels like kind of messing with your emotions a little bit here. So this composure that they're kind of talking about, it just seems to just like take a step back for a little bit. You know, don't act rebellious right away. You know, don't have that instinct to just immediately act and do something here. That might be out of pocket or out of out of sorts, because it feels like it's almost right now there's like extreme kind of energy around you right now. And just because things are kind of maybe downturning here, that you're not kind of spiraling in self and maybe do something that you kind of regret. So I'm just going to put that out there because I do have the Judgment card in reverse coming out as well, which means an error in judgment that we are having right now. It's funny because this error in judgment is followed around a lot of really strong cards. We have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Ten of Cups. Happy family, happy life. This is kind of like marriage. This is kind of stability. Could be a wedding kind of vibe here as well. Maybe some of you are having questions about maybe a wedding that you are having, or feeling rebellious against it. Maybe you're feeling like, I don't know, things aren't working out. But again, Judgment reverse is saying that there is like an error in judgment. It has something to do with our family or our kind of our home life here. Maybe it is a marriage. Maybe it is just kind of our happiest, abundant life. I kind of want to pull one more card to kind of understand what this is kind of saying here. You might see, especially kind of in your, maybe your family life, maybe in your home life here, or your life in general, you might be seeing that you're kind of repeating same cycles. We do have the Ace of Swords coming out attached to the Death card in reversed here, and the Death card in reversed is about not letting something close, not letting something finish, and kind of repeating old patterns, right? Not ending something here. So your brain is going to get really clear on something here that you've kind of been repeating or going on and on through, like cycles that you've almost kind of repeating in yourself. It might have to do with this kind of natural rebellion that I'm kind of feeling, this idea of just kind of getting up and leaving, or just kind of being like, I'm kind of the master of my own life, and feeling like, fuck whatever society says. Sorry for swearing, I hate swearing, but you know what society says, I'm going to rebel against that, and I'm just rebelling, here. But it's almost just like, I don't know, this feeling of, it's like we're repeating cycles here, and it's not like we're not kind of learning from maybe the past here, where we've made an error in judgment before on things, and that was our lesson, but we're still repeating and doing things over and over and over again here. So you might have to have a real look at yourself, I think, in these 2 weeks. Take that time to composure, maybe get away for a week, because I feel like when we do kind of draw our energy back, when we ground ourselves a little bit more, when we kind of maybe go away, have some time to just think about things and not act, here I think you're going to have a different thought. I think whatever this kind of natural rebellion that we're feeling, or this kind of energy here, will stop us from maybe doing something that we will regret. And I'm just going to say that, and I'm just going to put that out there for you, Pisces, okay? So maybe look at the patterns that you kind of have been going through here in life. And it seems like here, with the Six of Swords coming out and the Four of Swords coming out, it says like you need a vacation, or you need some time away to kind of compose yourself or think about your thoughts. I feel like, I don't know why, but I'm getting this almost kind of like this distancing. So maybe for some of you, you're going to be taking the weekend away to yourself. Maybe, you're just going away for the day to rest. Maybe you're just going the day to the spa. Maybe you're just needing some place to kind of decompress here, or some place to kind of work out some of this energy for yourself, to just sit with yourself and to think. Maybe some of you are going on meditation retreats. Maybe some of you are going on vacations alone. I don't know what it is here, Pisces, but it feels like there's just energy of just needing to get away for a little bit, or be with yourself for a bit. And I don't know why you need to like pull yourself, it feels like, away from the situation you're in right now, but it feels like your home life is almost involved with it, or where you're at right now is kind of involved with all these kind of feelings. So again, feels like there might be energy of you going away, or you just taking some time for yourself, some self-care, some self-rest, so that you can kind of get your head kind of not like, I was going to say screwed on back, but just that your head and your heart are connected, and you're feeling like you're doing things because you actually want to do them and not because you naturally just want to rebel against things. Yeah, I see, like, it, again, this is just all this kind of contemplation when we're kind of moving away here. We have the Two of Pentacles coming out, which it's talking about juggling two things, or kind of deciding between one ways or the other. So maybe you're deciding between two paths right now. You feel like you're at a bit of a crossroads where you're kind of weighing your options here, thinking about things a little bit. Again, I'm still getting this real message of it's time to think about things. It's time to kind of give ourselves time here. Do you have the Seven of Swords popping up, which is kind of with the Three of Cups in reverse? I'm just going to say there could have been a cheating thing here, because the Seven of Swords is someone that's being a little bit sneaky, being a little bit lying, not really telling the truth here. This person could be someone you're in a relationship with. It could be someone in your friend group as well, because we have the Three of Cups in reverse. So sometimes this could represent a third-party situation here, or it can just represent someone in your social circle being sneaky towards you. Maybe you're actually finding out that they're truly not your friend, or you're like, they did something to kind of hurt you here. Yeah, I'm getting this really like third party situation for you Pisces in these 2 weeks. Whether, again, it's a friend or it's a relationship thing. And I think this is kind of where this maybe decision is coming from here. That I feel like there's a decision with this, what to do with this kind of information that we are getting here, or this information that someone was maybe talking behind our back, or someone was not being truthful with us. And I think your natural energy here, Pisces, feels like to be on the attack, but they're kind of like, again, telling you to be the opposite here. You know, bring back the power and control to kind of yourself. Queen of Swords here might be with an air sign, because they do have the Queen of Swords, but it's upright, so. We have this Queen of Swords coming out. The Queen of Swords is someone who's very logical about things, has a plan of action, sees things logically. I always see the King and Queen of Swords as like master chess players in a way. They kind of see the strategy. They know what they have to do. You know, they're kind of masters of their mind here. And I feel like this is what they're saying with the Page of Swords in reversed here as well. It's like we're not coming to talk to a conversation until we have a plan, till we understand why we're doing something. Playing it smart, playing it strategic. Thinking about things. Processing. Not coming forward to talk. And usually the Page of Swords means watching. Here could be someone like, again, watching like online or something like that. Maybe, again, you were finding out this information here for yourself. And you're deciding kind of what to do with it before acting right away. Again, it's just this kind of thing of acting before we're kind of speaking or we're coming through. We want to be in the space here, especially with the Queen of Swords, where we want to clearly communicate, so that we're not kind of having that maybe not emotion behind it, but we're not getting lost in that feeling, lost in that kind of emotion here, Pisces, that we can sit down and have a conversation and be like, this is A, B, C, and D. And I'm not going to come forward and talk to you until I'm ready to be in that space with you. We do have the Four of Cups here, which is saying that there is another gift on the way for you here. The universe has your back. The universe is bringing in something for you. So kind of be open to maybe signs, be open to what the universe is trying to tell you right now or bring to you here. Because again, the situation seems like you might be so focused on that, but you're not seeing the other gifts that are coming in here. Whether these gifts be thoughts, synchronicities, whether they just be a solution, a way out in a way, suddenly you don't know what to do, and then you're all like, wow, everything is clear here. I don't know, I think the universe is just trying to kind of bring you a message here. So just stay connected that way. Coming out in your own reading here, Pisces, we have the Moon card in reversed. The Moon card in reverse is like seeing the truth in things, truth coming to the surface, whether this is by someone else, by you, with just the truth of the situation. Maybe again, brain fog kind of clearing here as well. There might be another water sign, Pisces, that we are dealing with, because we have the King Cups here. But we have the Fool reversed, which is kind of just like this kind of new start not really happening. Maybe, again, feeling about fearing a new start, something kind of not working out for us here. We also have the Six of Wands in reverse, which does talk about kind of, again, not victory in a situation, a little bit of failure in a way here. But again, I don't want you to see it as failure. I just want to see it more as a learning lesson. We have the kind of Three of Swords coming out, which is this pain, which is this heartache involved. But again, the King of Cups, this person is kind of the master of their emotions. I don't feel like this is maybe someone else. I feel like this is kind of you in your way. I feel like this is kind of what this maybe course or like where we are in these 2 weeks is leading us to, is leading us to be okay in our emotion, be emotionally stable. Maybe we're seeing things like really maturely now, especially when dealing with our emotions. I'm getting this kind of old self, new self. Maybe you're like, hey, you know, I'm actually going to sit in these maybe uncomfortable feelings I am having right now, and I'm going to be kind of my own cheerleader. And I'm not naturally just going to go out and do something stupid because I'm feeling sad inside. You know, it's like now I'm going to actually process my emotions. I'm going to listen to my emotions here. So you might be having like this huge truth. And that might be coming from, again, this kind of full moon we are having in Pisces right now, which is kind of all about release here. So you might be kind of releasing this almost like old self, releasing this old way of maybe doing things. It's feeling like here, Pisces. Releasing old relationships, things are maybe that aren't working for us anymore, or kind of old way of being. So it seems like you are kind of leveling up here. We have the Seven of Wands coming out. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We have the Tower moment here as well. Now the Seven of Wands kind of came out sideways here. And what that means is it can kind of go either way in my readings. Either it can go upright or it can go reversed. Upright kind of means standing up for ourselves, especially when we feel like we are being attacked, defending ourselves, you know, having a solid stance, knowing who we are, kind of being ready to fight back. And this is kind of that energy I was feeling with that sword being pointed in the beginning of the reading when I was saying that. It's just like that kind of being like ready to stand up for ourselves and ready to kind of fight back in a way. It's funny because you did get a lot of swords in this reading as well. But the reverse means weak boundaries, not really standing up for ourselves, letting people walk all over us, you know, letting people kind of attack us here in a way as well. So when it's saying it's going to go either way, there might be a big lesson for you, especially with this Tower moment happening, a big change happening in your relationships here, in your, especially your kind of emotional relationships with this Ace of Cups in reverse. This could mean breakup energy here as well. This could also just mean when things are kind of crumbling and things are kind of changing here, to kind of see it as more of a gift as well. See it as being like, okay, you know what, all this kind of stuff, it seems like is going down right now, but I'm going to kind of sit in my emotions here and I'm just going to take my time with it. And that's what it kind of feels like. I feel like you're learning lessons on your own boundary. You're learning lessons to not be walked all over, not being letting people manipulate you, manipulate your boundaries here as well, it feels like. Yeah, I'm just getting this big kind of stand up for yourself here vibe. Anyways, we have the Ace of Pentacles coming out here, which said there is going to be this new kind of stable offer for you coming in here. So just trust that it is on the way. But we have the Two of Wands here as well in the reverse, which means there needs to be a little bit more restructuring in our life. You know, we need to restructure some things in the current moment. We need to go back to the drawing board so that we can feel like, you know, we have the world in our hands and new opportunity is on the way for us here. So there's going to be this kind of new, by the end of these 2 weeks, I think this new kind of restructuring here. Maybe restructuring what you want here a little bit too. A little bit more kind of stability popping in as well. Let's pull some oracle cards. Definitely this energy. All right. So you got the fourth chakra archangel Raphael, which is our heart chakra, in the reverse. So let me read it for you now. This card reverse indicates some blocks flowing in your heart center energy. Perhaps it's an old sense of abandonment or the grief of a broken heart lingering from long past events. Whether it's recent or not, this blocked energy stops you from caring for yourself and attracting the love from others. It can also create an undercurrent of an unhappiness that permits your life. It's time to heal the old, stuck stuff, the death card in reversed, right? And don't bypass the pain and pretend that it doesn't exist. That natural rebellion that I was talking about here too, Pisces. That being like, whatever, I don't care, rebelling against it, instead of sitting in our emotions like this King of Cups. Instead, ventilate it in your journal and release it with an intention to be clear and happy and self-loving. Meditate this kind of composure, this Four of Swords, on the increasing light in your heart center and call Raphael to help bring healing energy and clarity there. Love yourself and give yourself the approval you used to need from others. That's the Seven of Wands upright. The healing that will take place and happiness will return. All right? So positive omens for you. You also have called. You came to Earth with a double mission, to grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in the consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust what your soul is calling you toward, for it's encoded with the most direct path forward. Your soul has many unique gifts, and it came here to share. Some may already be aware, and others just beginning to uncover. But you're being called to remember that your soul is intelligently chose perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and share your soul's gifts. If you're being called forward to a creative project, a passion, an adventure, this card is a confirmation that you're facing the right way, that this moment right here is destined. If you're feeling underprepared, like who am I to do that, this card is guiding you to step up and leap. And this is kind of the Fool card upright, though, stepping up and leaping, right? And consider perhaps your soul has been training for this moment right here for lifetimes. And what I feel really important about this card, Pisces, is this idea and what they're kind of highlighting was that you're being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and share your gifts. It's feeling like this almost moment for you was a little bit destined. And you're like, why would I destine myself for things to kind of fall apart, or for things to go negatively here? But I think this is a major kind of, you're going to find a shifting point in your life here, Pisces, where you're like, this is the old me of doing things this way. I have my new me. I'm not letting people walk all over me anymore. I'm staying stable in my emotions now. Okay. All right, Pisces. That was your first month reading. I hope that helped.